What's up, guys? Yugi here to bring you another video, and that is a character discussion. One that I never thought I'd make because I didn't really care for this character at all during his arc and thought he was really bland, and is a character from Shokugeki no Soma, and he is the villain of the longest arc in Shokugeki no Soma, and that would be Azuhi or Azami. That's it. I have the page open so I can remember his name. If you watched the chapter review previously, it took me the whole video to remember his name was Nakamura Azuhi, or Nakari, the name he took after he married his wife Mana Nakari, which we now know who is semi-antagonistic in the current arc. Anyhow, Azuhi was, or Azami, I'm going to keep pronouncing his name wrong, was the villain for all of these volumes of Shokugeki no Soma. This is not even the finish of his arc. I only had volume 28. I think 29 just came out this month. I need to pick that one up once I pay bills, because, you know, gotta adult first, guys. Gotta adult first. But the latest chapter revealed some stuff about Azami that I kind of liked and didn't. It made him less bland to me. And it was his backstory with Mana, and just basically that he didn't just have a, well, rage boner for Soma's dad, Joishiro. And in fact, it kind of kick-started with Soma's dad, but he was happy again after he met Mana, Erina's mother, and that is when they got married and had Erina. And eventually she fell ill and basically succumbed to the same thing, just at a more drastic way as Joishiro, and it made her ill because she possesses the divine tongue like Erina, and that basically drove him mad, and that is why we get the start of this arc right here, and why this cover looks so messed up is because it messed him up so bad that he was mentally damaging Erina, and now her mother is mentally damaging her. Dadgummit, you're messing with one of my favorite characters. Come on, get this arc over with. Soma, hit the reset button, bro. Okay, but it kind of intrigued me that Asahi was doing what he was doing to try to prevent Erina from going down the same path as Mana and basically getting destroyed and turning evil, running the dark chefs. That's Mana. She's in charge of all of them, except for Asahi's little crew, which he may or may not work for her. I don't think it's ever been stated. But he went into it with good intentions to begin with. He went into it trying to save Joishiro, Erina, Mana from the storm, and when he couldn't, it drove him so mad that he tried to do this plot. And there are other ways he could have done this, but he did not possess the same will as somebody like our boy Yukihira Soma. And I kind of just want to talk about what ways he could have gone different and what ways it kind of would have messed with the story if it went different. Basically, if he went at it like Soma, just never giving up, just kept going, that's not Asahi's character, because even after Joishiro left, which was basically like the guy he looked up to the most in cooking, he lost all will and his dishes became, basically, Mana says, disgusting. They lost all sense of self. But if he had kept going and was able to save Mana, and which would have had a completely different family dynamic for Erina, she actually would have grown up with probably out being a little snob like Mana was and is, and she currently kinda is. And also, we wouldn't have the mental trauma that Erina has now, that every time she thinks about how she's going to save her mother, she freaks out and thinks nobody can do it but Asahi, because he was able to defeat Joishiro, who she thought was the greatest chef, which we all know Soma will probably be the one to defeat them. But it's very clear that Azami is very aware now that it was never his place to do so, to try to do it Soma's way. Soma is basically the only character in Shokugeki. The reason he's the main character and has main character syndrome, he is the only one with the willpower to, basically, a quote from a Naruto thing, it's talk no jutsu them out of it, but with his skill as a chef. Soma doesn't have a superpower. Azumi even says to them that without a power, even though I acknowledge Yukihira Soma as a better chef than myself, than anyone at Totsuki, he cannot beat somebody like Azami. Asahi. Their names are too close together, dadgummit. With the super ability crossed knives. But he gets corrected at the end of the chapter, and I talked about that in a review. The Juishiro basically says, are you sure about that? And I want to see next chapter maybe a little bit more development from Azami and get to see him maybe, because he looks like he's seen the error of his ways, because he goes from looking like the spawn of Satan here to his hair isn't all gelled back anymore. It's just kind of drooped down and kind of parted like this, so my hair's not that long anymore. It makes him look more normal. It makes him look like he does in the flashbacks, and it suits him more than this pale vampire looking evil guy. Okay, I kind of, as Shinzaemon says, it is not forgivable what you did at Totsuki, but you did it trying to save Erina, Mana, and Juishiro. So basically, it is like he's going into it for good reasons, but with a bad plan and doing evil things to do said plan. Even though what he was doing at Totsuki, to us as a viewer, it's not really that evil. He was just making it a more strict school. He was just basically, his plan was if it didn't fit his philosophy, you were expelled. Okay, there are other culinary schools. Yeah, he was messing with our main cast and basically throwing people out left and right. And, of course, that's not right for a director to do at his school. But he was the director, and it was his initiative at this point because he won the position. And, of course, we have Soma correct this issue. Erina becomes the director. And then we kick off to where we are now. And we're finding out more stuff now about Asahi, or Azami, not Asahi, than we did previously in his own arc, and we found it all out in one chapter. Previously in his arc, all we found out was how bad he messed up Erina. We never found out why he was doing so. I guess they were trying to build up to Mana's reveal in this arc, which was 2 arcs later, or 1 arc in between them. It's the 2nd arc of the time skip. But it's also like the worst arc in Shokugeki, and it needs to end now. But if we keep progressing on their relationship and get to see Mana and Nakamura and Erina kind of make some sort of peace going forward, that would be lovely. I just kind of wanted to blabber on for a little bit about Azami Nakamura. He's not as bland as he once was, but he's still not the greatest villain in Shokugeki no Soma, even though he has the longest arc in Shokugeki no Soma. Camera's over here. Yeah, really long arc. That is, spans from volume 16 to 28, and we're not done yet. We probably have 2 more volumes of that because, yeah, that's the fight between Samurai Guy and Soma. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you thought about my babbling down below. Peace.